Good morning, students. Today we are going to study chapter number 1, Introduction to Biology. In the previous lectures, we have discussed about what is biology, different branches of biology, and what are the contributions of different scientists, Muslims and non-Muslim scientists in the field of biology, what is the importance of biology, and the method of biological study. Now, today we will discuss about some concepts of living arising from non-living or living arising from pre-existing living forms. Concept of abiogenesis and biogenesis. Basically, these concepts describe us the fact about the arising of living from living or living from non-living. Man has believed that living organisms, both plants and animals, arise from clay, earth and other non-living matter, not from pre-existing parents of their own kind. This was based on such observations as growth of fungus on pieces of bread and appearance of maggots on dead bodies of animals. Aristotle believed that fishes, frogs and aquatic insects spontaneously develop from mud. This old belief that living beings can spontaneously develop from non-living beings is called abiogenesis. What is biogenesis? The view that living beings can develop only from other living beings is called biogenesis. The idea of production of living from the non-living was experimentally analyzed, and the scientist who performed such experiments named as Redi. In the next slides, we will discuss about the experiments of Redi. As we know that biology as a science progressed by observation, and then these observations checked and tested again and again by experimentations. So, through several experiments, Redi showed that all living organisms arise from their parents and negated the idea of abiogenesis. So, for supporting the concept of biogenesis, the first experiment performed by Redi gave good evidence for flies coming only from eggs laid from other flies. So he took some dead snakes and placed them in a box. It was noticed that flies gathered around the dead snakes. After 3 days, maggots appeared in the bodies of the dead snakes, and about after 18 days, these maggots transformed into pupa, that is the early stage of the flies. Some of these pupa were then transferred to separated glass containers covered with a sheet of paper in order to check their development or in order to check their final stage. So after 8 days, a fly emerged from each pupa, and all flies were similar to those which visited the body of the dead snakes. So in the glass container, there were flies similar to those which visited the body of the dead snakes. By the results of the experiment, it was concluded that maggots were the offsprings of flies. The flies had laid eggs on the dead snakes. These eggs gave rise to maggots, which formed pupa, and ultimately flies emerged from them. So we can say that these flies are emerging from the other flies. The concept of biogenesis is supported by this experiment that living beings came into being by other living beings or by pre-existing living beings or living organisms. Or the other concept is also cleared that living organisms arise from their parents. And In order to support the concept of biogenesis, Redai performed another experiment. In this experiment, he took 8 bottles, 4 open and 4 closed. So what he did, he put daddy snakes in 2 pieces of meat in other bottle and dead fishes in other bottle. He kept 4 bottles open and 4 covered. After few days, maggots appeared in the open bottles only. No maggots appeared in the bottles kept covered. This showed that if the flies were prevented from entering the bottles, the maggots did not appear. The maggots will only appear when the flies enter the bottle and eat upon or feed upon the meat of the snakes or the dead fishes. Here, some workers criticized this experiment and said that the maggots failed to appear in the covered bottles because air being is essential for abiogenesis could not enter these bottles. And to test this, Redai performed another experiment which we will be discussing in the next class. Thank you very much.